from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Ooh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. And this is episode number 983 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. I'm tired. I am tired. John Dorier, sir. That's a great way to start the show off. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for resubscribing for 39 months, my friend. Too kind. You are too kind, sir. That is 39 months of putting up with my bullshit. You deserve a medal. Cisco! Thank you for the 500 bits, man. You're too kind as well. Joel Hernandez resubscribed while we were off air 7 days ago. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you, buddy. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. So your boy was bound and determined to get... What the shit was that? John Laminack! Yeah, baby! Let's get her done! Finally! John Dorier is a VIP. Cisco! Thank you for the 200 biddies, sir. I like the little train guy. We're on a train. Oh, fuck. Are we on a train already? Oh, let me get John, Mr. Dorier. Let me get his name copied. Where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Boop. Copy. Community roles manager, add new, paste, John Dorier, 316, sir. Oh, it doesn't show up. There's a 315. That's not conducive to shit. Oh, John. This isn't, what the fuck, John? John, you're already a VIP. John, you're a VIP already, man. You're already a VIP, John. Why is my voice going up this high? You want me to make you not a VIP and then make you a VIP again? I could do that. That's all I could do. John, you're already a VIP. Now we gotta give his points back. Can one of the mods give his points back? Cisco! Holy shit! Donna, thank you for the 35 bits! Cisco, thank you for the 500 bits! Oh shit, it's a hype train! Johnson, I know, but you got distracted. That's true. I did get distracted. I got very squirreled. Thanks a lot, asshole. Mimi, thank you for the 25 bits, sweetie. You're the best. You guys, I did not want to fucking drink this morning. We do have birthdays today we got to get to. Let me tell you what's going on while this... Shout out D-Monitor for the hat. Oh, look, it's making a teepee. John, I got to give you your points back. I got to figure out how to do that. Just remind me. I owe you. I owe you the points, sir. Let's see. View rewards. I don't remember how to do that. I don't remember how to do that. Shit. Yeah, I got to go figure that out. I got to do that after the show. All right. Well, I guess Daddy's drinking with his coffee. Here's the deal. So, over the weekend, I didn't have much to do in Cherville, Indiana. So, I worked on the One Star Kids website, and I was bound and determined. Is this a little loud, by the way? I think the mic might be a little hot. A little hot. Oh, okay. I was bound and determined to get that, where is my, oh, there we go. Yeah, so I was bound and determined to get this bad boy finished. One Star Kids. I was just like, man, I have pussyfooted around enough. It's time. I must do this. So, I got a lot done while I was on the road. I was very, very close to getting it finished. So I thought I could stay up all night, Sunday night, and get it done. That didn't happen. And I thought I could get it done before the show started yesterday. That didn't happen. But I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just going to plow through and get her done. That still didn't happen, kind of. It's done and up now. But it took me until 9 o'clock this morning. Holy fuck, I was tired. So I went to sleep at 9 o'clock this morning. Yes. And woke up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the life I live, ladies and gentlemen. This is the life that I'm living. Yes. Went to bed at 9 a.m. I watched the Texans game, watched the Chargers game. Ended up like, fuck it, I had missed the LSU game. I watched that. Like, I watched... just sat there, worked on the website, went to bed at 9 a.m. this morning, saw Nora go to sleep and then wake up and then leave for work. And then finally got to sleep. What was Cisco's question? I missed it. Because I didn't have my chat up. What was Cisco's question? What up, Awake Reaper said I'm on the train of spirit. All good, brother. Cisco sleeping on the keyboard. Well, that answers your question. What was the question? What was the question? I don't know. Barry, life of a rock star, going to sleep at 9 a.m. Yeah, I wish. Nothing rock star about staying up till 9 a.m. to... Oh, did I bring back any meth? see, that's hilarious. All right. So, cheers to you guys. Thank y'all for the hype train, man. Very much appreciated. Love you guys as always. It's too early for this shit. Even as good as it is, it's just not in the mood for it. Still drinking coffee. Nora was like, are you going to do a show today? I was like, I have to. I didn't do one yesterday. The people are going to be mad. So, good news, bad news. The site is up. Bad news is, well, one, I'm going to have a discount code for all of the deckheads that watch the show. And then I'll have an even greater discount code for all the Patreon members if you want to get a One Star Kid shirt. But the site would not let me order, Robert says. Really? So one problem is there's one design that I can't sell. and it's the North Face. Fuck them kids. So they're telling me that it's a copy of the because it's a copy of the North Face logo. Yeah. Is that, Robert, were you trying to order that shirt? Was that the shirt you were trying to order, the North Face shirt? Oh, damn it. Get out of here. That might be why. I'm going to have to take that off the site. So, but I didn't find out about that until I woke up. So I got everything done, right? Got the site up and running, and then went to bed. I placed an order, and I did one through my computer and one through my phone. Then Nora placed an order because I just wanted to see what it was like, somebody else doing it, not me, since I designed it. So I got 3 test orders done, and I was like, I'm going to bed. Orders have been placed. I can get up in the morning and release this to the world and maybe just get people to start using it and yada, yada. Well, then I wake up to an alert and an email that says, you can't sell this design. This is the North Face logo and property. So you can't, we won't print this shirt for you. I was like, the fuck? Since when did you become the graphics police? So like, what the fuck, man? So I have 2 choices. I'm either just going to have to deal with it and either I'm going to respond and be like, well, can't I thought it qualified for what's called parody under the Fair Use Act. But I don't know, because it's a touchy subject with that, because you have to be like, you can't, if it has anything to do with like their what's it called? I hate you, Cisco, for changing your goddamn avatar to that, you raggedy bitch. It's hilarious. But what if you give them away for donations? Yeah, but I'm not doing this for donations. I want to make money. This is a money-making venture. What up, Uriel? So, what was I going to say? God damn it. I'm getting distracted. I'm too tired. Oh, so I just thought it would qualify for fair use, copyright and all that shit, but I don't know. So I may not be able to sell that shirt, which sucks. So we'll see. I don't know if I can like modify it or do something different, but yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to talk my way out of that. The other alternative is just to find another place to print it that doesn't give a shit, or just print and ship those myself and let all the other stuff be printed online, which is a possibility. Hey, what up, Tigress? How are you? Good to see you, sweetie. So that's the options for that shirt. Everything else. So was that the one you were trying to order? Robert, was that the one you were trying to order? What up, Uriel? Alex? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go homesick from work. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. So, do it yourself cash only for those. Well, I mean, I still have to ship them and stuff, but, yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm thinking about just maybe exploring other print on demand sites, because there are some that integrate with Shopify, so it shouldn't be a problem. But anyways, that's enough about me. So the site is up. Oh, donation is price. I get it. Oh, gotcha. I got you. That makes sense now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take donations from people and then not actually donate the money, though. That'd be a dick move for sure. But Kiss my ass, Cisco. This is also hilarious. We're going to talk about this today if you haven't seen it. But yeah, that might be an option. It's just selling them myself. So, let me see. In fact, go see if I can do this real fast. No, I'll try again. Could have just been not great call cell service making it not go through. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it should, because Nora did a test order and I did a test order. So, I mean, it should be working. Yeah, that one shirt is still up. I'm going to take this down too. Let's see. I don't know how to do this. Which sucks because I wanted to launch with 8 shirts and I was unable to do so. Oh, there we go. I just set it to draft for now until I get this shit figured out with them. So that should do it. Yes. All right. So the site is officially up. Here you go. Now you guys can't order the wrong shirt. There's the website, onestarkids.com. You can get your shirts if you want one. I will get you the discount codes. So just hang tight. If you're trying to get an order in right away, just message me and I'll get them for you ASAP. But tonight I'm gonna sit down and get the codes going for like the Patreon members and the deck heads. So like the deck heads, I'm going to do 25% off. I mean, the Patreon members are going to get 25% off. And then for the deck heads, so normally I've been doing like, if you join the mailing list for the site, you get 15% off. But since y'all watch the show and everything, I'm not going to make you join the mailing list. I'm going to give you the 15% without having to go through all the rigmarole of having to do that. And I was thinking about bumping it up to 20. So you would get 20% just watching the show. And then Patreon members will get an extra 5, so 25% off. Yeah. Eighth design could be Total Dallas version of One Star Kid. There you go. All right. So I got my poster. Awesome. All right. So I do have road stories for you. This trip. Fuck me. Hey, B. Hannon, thank you for resubscribing, pimp. B. Hannon just resubscribed for 34 months using his Prime sub. Sir, you are magnificent. No, not 15 plus 25, dumbass. It's 25% for Patreon members. Don't be a Richard, okay? 25%. In fact, I'm going to make it right now while we're talking. So I'm going to tell you this story. And it's off the total order. So like, whatever you want to get. Let's see. Okay. This though, you have to get this done before. No, I'll just leave it. You guys will always get 25% off. Always. It's in perpetuity. How about that? Huh? How about that? 25% off your order. Always. So there you go. And I will put that on, I will email that out or put it on Patreon in the Discord for you. Okay. And that has been created. Cool. Okay. And then do this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to split the difference. Because I said 20, but I'm doing 25 for Patreon. I guess 5-4% is a good deal. So, yeah, I'll do 20% off for everybody that's watching. So 20%. But this one will expire. This one will expire at the end of October. So we'll do that. No minimums. All customers. And Dick is... All right. This should work. Here you go. Here's the code. Oh. Ah, damn it. All right. Try that code if you want to check out. That should work for you guys. Okay. Oh, no, wrong. That's the wrong code. There's no S in it on YouTube. Sorry. There's no S in it. So it should just be Deckhead20. It's Deckhead20, not Deckheads20. Deckhead20. So that'll get you 20% off in the store. All right. Okay. Cool. Got it done. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, buddy. That bathroom poster before one of your shows had me dying. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that. So that's one of the road stories. So there's so many road stories on this fucking trip. You guys know I usually end up coming back with some sort of road stories, but not always. Not always. But this time, lots and lots. Lots and lots. So we do have road stories plenty today. Now, it all started with me wanting to get a good deal on my airline. So I did. I got a round trip to Chicago Midway for like $189, which is really good. I bought it through the AARP website. We listen and we don't judge. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. So, bought it through the AARP website. Nope, I didn't fly Spirit. I flew Frontier. No, I don't have customs yet, but I'm thinking about doing a kids line on the site. But I just wanted to get something up. You know what I mean, John? But that's a great idea. Tiger said, I'm listening. That's all I can promise. But no, I am thinking about a kids line on the site, but I just needed to get this thing fucking launched, bro. I was supposed to launch this on Father's Day. And then I was supposed to launch it on International Kids Day, which was August 1. So I've been way behind. So I was just like, man, just get the site up. Fuck. Just start selling shirts. Get your shit up. So I got, no, it didn't come with free pre-boarding dubs, jackass. So I did the thing, right? I did AARP, got a decent rate. And so I also that's funny, Robert. I also did my TSA pre-check because I needed to do that anyways, because now if I'm going to start working the ship, plus my schedule's just jam-packed for the rest of the year. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more flying. Part of the reason is because of working the ships. It may not happen this year, but definitely going to happen. And then the other reason is I noticed, well, actually, I think Nora was telling me, or no, I think I saw it. I don't remember. But Frontier had a deal. What the shit? Oh, Frontier had a deal. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a slide fixed. where it's called the Go Wild Pass. $299, all you can fly through the end of April 2027. So I was like, oh, daddy likey. Daddy likey. So I bought that. This was before I made my trip, but I had to because the sale ended on a Friday. I was like, $299, that's going to be worth it. If I just use it like twice, it pays for itself. I have until April of 2027 to use it. I mean, shit. So I bought that, but I bought that directly from their website, joined their mileage thing and all that. Now, when I signed up for AARP, I signed up as Barry. I didn't sign up as my government name. What up, Dre? I just signed up as Barry. Yo, I'm here but can't hear. Well, that's weird. Hit the mute button. That Mark G is a dumb son of a... He can hear. He's just teasing. Anyways, so no distractions, Mark. I didn't take my Adderall today. All right, so I signed up on AARP as Barry Laminack, right? But I didn't sign up. All right, so when I bought my plane ticket, though, that's what it put it as, Barry Laminack. Of course, my TSA pre-check is not that. It's my government name, which is not Barry Laminack. So I went to, I got my TSA pre-check done, get to the airport, and I'm surprised I'm running behind, but I still have plenty of time. So the cool thing about Frontier, I will say, and this was pretty cool. Not the ad I hated here. I can dismiss it, I think. Shit. There, I think I dismissed it. So, hey, what up, Big Stout? So I get to the airport, and I still have time, right? I park, I do my thing, get to the airport. But Frontier does this thing where they'll notify you in advance, hey, you can check your bag instead of a carry-on. We're expecting a full flight. Because with my AARP thing, I got one free checked or carry-on bag, plus my personal bag that goes under the seat. So you get like a backpack and a carry-on. But it says if you want, you can check a bag for free. What that does is then you get more, you can carry a bigger suitcase. Well, for me, I was taking merch, so that made sense. So I was like, oh, awesome. I'm going to do that. So I went ahead and checked the bag. Cool. So I got to the airport. I checked my bag, and it's supposed to, you know, I go up to the front, and you're not supposed to have to do that, but I did. The lady does everything and sends me on my way. And she says, all right, you're going to go through TSA. You're going to hop the tram. You're going to ride the tram to C. Then it's a 10-minute walk to your gate from there to D. I was like, fuck, okay. No big deal. At least I have TSA pre-check. So I get into TSA pre-check, and it's a pretty long line. And I'm surprised that it is because it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's early. Like my flight, I forget what time my flight left. I want to say it was a 6 o'clock flight. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. It was a 10 o'clock flight. Yeah. It was intercontinental out of Houston, Big Stout. So it was a 10 o'clock flight. My flight home was 6 o'clock. So it's a 10 o'clock flight, but it's still not bad. But TSA pre-check, it's not moving any faster than regular TSA, because over in regular TSA, they've got 2 to 3 people doing this shit. And in TSA pre-check, they got 1. So the shit's literally moving the same. I'm like, well, okay. This was fucking pointless. I get all the way up to the lady at the TSA, and I hand her my license, and she goes, something's wrong. And I was like, what do you mean something's wrong? She goes, this ain't working. was like, what do you mean it's not working? And she goes, it's saying you don't have a reservation. I was like, oh, it's just because my name probably doesn't match. It's my name, but it's not my government name. But like, if you look, there's, I go by Barry, but it says Barrett. And I've gone through, hey, what up, Angry Amish? Good to see you, man. I've gone through TSA before and gotten away with that. Like, if you look at my license, it says Barrett. I go by Barry. Everything else is the same. I have credit cards that have both names in my wallet. Like, she was like, nope, you got to go back and get your name on your license on your boarding pass. I was like, fuck, I got to go wait in this line again? She was like, yeah. I was like, ma'am, but my flight leaves in a little bit. She was like, sorry. She was like, it'll be gone by the time you get back. I was like, okay. So I go back to the Frontier desk and I explained the sitch. I said, look, I bought this ticket through the ARP website. When I signed up as Barry. Obviously my TSA pre-check is my government name. And I have to have my TSA pre-check number on my boarding pass in order for it to happen. And they were like, well, we'll just add it. And they're like, we can't because your names don't match. I'm like, well, just change my name. She goes, okay. So she goes to change the name. She goes, all right, I can change your name for you. It's going to be $75. I'm sorry, what? Fucking what? She goes, it's a $75 name change fee. For what? $75 to change my name in the computer. To go click, click, click. $75. She goes, yeah, it's $75. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? My flight is $180. That's half of my flight. She's like, well, that's the fee. I was like, this is fucking outrageous. Now, I don't have time to pitch a fit. I can't. I have to get to my gate and get on my flight. I got to get to the gig. I was fucking livid. $75 to change a name that the bitch did it wrong. So I watched this bitch log in to the computer and she can't get it. She can't get it. She calls for a fucking supervisor. And then she just puts my middle name in the same space with my first name. So now my fucking name, my first name is both my first name and my middle name. You stupid bitch, what did I pay for? You dumb whore. I hope all 4 tires are flat when you go to your car. Fuck you. You stupid, dumb, fucking idiot. Fuck. I was so hot. I mean, livid. And there will be a very angry video made addressing this to Frontier that I will be posting. No, Angry Amish, it will not be a strongly worded email. It's going to be, I'm going to make a video, though, for social media. Oh, we got an order. Oh, look at that. Somebody made a sale. Who was it? Mimi. Ah, Mimi, you the best. Thank you, memesters. Mimi, you the best. Mimi then got in and ordered. By the way, there's also, I forgot to tell y'all, if you do, I think it's $75. If you end up ordering, you get free shipping. It's like $75 on the site. That was just like the default or something like that. So, but I was fucking pissed. Like, how do you I don't like it. Literally took her 2 seconds. Like it literally, like, once the bitch figured it out, dumbass, like, it took 2 seconds. She clicked change, typed it in, click save, fucking done. $75. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So now I was just like, man, fuck Frontier as a staff, record label, and as a crew. I was walking to the plane and they're like, hi, good morning. I was like, no, it's not. The lady was like, oh my God. I was like, how are you going to charge $75 for a name change? As I'm walking past the flight attendant. Man, fuck 75. You got to be out your goddamn mind. Good morning, my ass. Fucking pissed. So then, as we're leading up to this, the guy that booked me, Chris, he's a great dude. He's a really great guy. Walt said I call that the stupid tax. Well, Walt, it wasn't really my fault because, I mean, I just bought the ticket through AARP. I didn't know that the ticket was going to be under Barry. I mean, that's just how I was signed up. So, plus, most airlines let you change that shit online or through the app. And it should, like, they don't charge you for that shit. And if they do charge you, it's like $10, $20. It ain't $75 fucking dollars. So, I mean, you can call me stupid all you want, but how the fuck would I know that? That's crazy. Stupid tax my ass. I'll tell you two things. One, I'll never use the AARP website to buy a fucking ticket again. And two, Frontier can suck all the hair off my balls and my asshole. Fuck them. So, yeah, and that's it. That's exactly right, Mimi. These fucking discount airlines, they nickel and dime the fuck out of you. So just FYI, if you guys ever have to fly, do not fly Frontier. Just first and foremost, do yourself a favor. Never fly Frontier. Never, ever, ever fly Frontier. I went to turn on the AC and the flight attendant came up. She goes, that'll be $7. I was like, it's $7 to turn on the AC? She's like, I'll blow on your neck for $2.50. Bitch, I'll slap the shit out of you. It's not that bad, but it's like it might as well be. Fuck, everything's a fee. They wanted $6 for a can of Coke. Bitch, you are out of your fucking mind. Like, it was madness. Like everything you do is a fucking fee. Literally. You wanna add a bag? You wanna board early? You wanna fucking pick your own seat that's not next to the shitter? It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this fucking pass. I might just chalk that $2.99 up to a loss because I don't want to fly on that raggedy ass fucking airline ever again. It's a horse shit. So I've flown Spirit and it sucked. The seats are uncomfortable as fuck. It's like riding in a lawn chair. It really is. The seats on Spirit were just, you might as well be flying in a goddamn lawn chair. Oh yeah, Angry Amish, they all started pick a seat fee. Oh, all of them have? Shit. Joe Pro said they got a $247 landing fee. So part of the problem with my trip was the guy that booked me was like, hey, don't worry, we're gonna make sure you get taken care of. I was like, cool. So I'm like, hey, who's picking me up for the airport? He was like, oh man, they ain't got a shuttle. You think you can get yourself to the airport or to the hotel? I'm like, bro, the hotel is in Schererville, Indiana. The airport is in Midway in Illinois. That's a I looked it up. It's $100 for an Uber. One way without tip. I was like, man, if I'm going to do that and then have to Uber back, I'm just going to rent a car. So I get online And I look. No rent cars. Not a one goddamn rent car for my window. Not one rent car. Because I need my window is I arrive Thursday at noon and I'm dropping that bad boy off Sunday at like 6 a.m. when my flight leaves. So I'm really dropping it off at 5. Nope. I would have to rent it for an extra day in order to get a rent car. Otherwise, they won't rent me a car. Not for that window. I found like a Porsche on Turo for like $500, $600. I was like, bitch, a day? You out of your fucking mind? So I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm not paying $100 for an Uber. There's no rent car. Somebody's got to come get me. He's like, man, I don't know. I can't find him. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to get to the hotel, fam? So they finally get a local comic to come get me named Devon, who was really dope. He was a really cool dude. Devon and I end up hanging out. And, but I don't have a car, which sucks. So I have to walk everywhere. But then I get to the venue. And this is the posters that they have up of me. Hold on, this is the poster that they used of me. Bro, who in the fuck is that? Who is that? Like, so they send me that first, and I was like, yo, who the fuck, like,
who the fuck is that guy?
I don't know who the fuck.
I never heard of it. Who the fuck is that guy?
He goes, here's the poster if you want to promote the show. I was like, bro, who is that? He goes, I swear to God, the booker goes, that's not you? No, that's not me, bro. That looks like Barry Schwartz or something. Who the fuck? No. That's what in the video I made for social media, I said, that's Larry Bamanak, bro. I don't know who the fuck that is. That's crazy that you would send me that and then ask me, so that's not you? Well, fuck no, it's not me. I was like, I'll send you a headshot. I will say though, his hairline is way better than mine. The hairline on it is way better. But other than that, no, that ain't fucking me, bro. What are we doing here? The fuck are you doing? It's not even close. Not even fucking close. He's like, damn. So he had sent me that before I got there. I get there, that poster is fucking everywhere. I was like, are you shitting me? Y'all didn't even change it? You just went with it? I was like, where did you get, you just had AI? Did you just say make a picture of Barry Laminack in Chat GPT? The fuck you doing? I swear to God, at one of the shows, a lady comes up to me and says, you catfished us. I was like, what? She goes, you catfished us. I was like, how'd I catfish you? She goes, you don't look anything like the poster. I was like, oh. Now I'm thinking she's talking about my other headshot because it's real old. I was younger and skinnier and I just haven't had new headshots made. And she goes, yeah, you catfished us because on the poster, when I saw the comedy poster, I told my friend, oh, look, there's a comedy show. Let's go. And my friend was like, well, who's the comedian? She's like, well, I don't know. I've never heard of him, but he looks kind of old and Jewish, so he's probably funny. I was like, okay. This is not a good conversation. Are you saying I wasn't funny? I mean, thank you for saying I'm young. Like, what does it happen around? She goes, no. You were funny, but you don't look, you just look like your name would be Maury and you're from the East Coast and you do a lot of one-liners. I was like, accurate, very accurate. Very accurate. It does look like my name would be Maury.
I tell you, my wife, jeez.
Like, I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Shit was crazy. Just fucking crazy. So then we have shows, but they're not good. They're not, oy vey. Big style. Oy vey. Oy. At least I had the chutzpah to go up. So we do the shows. The first show, so then I'm running a Facebook ad because I'm a good comic. I do what I'm supposed to do to market my shows, right? I decided, since I'm not a draw, I'm not famous. I'm not either, Instagram or TikTok famous or just world renowned or whatever. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. So then I decided I was going to, I run ads now. I do 10% of what I make. I just put it into Facebook ads. So I've been running Facebook ads. So their marketing was they had QR codes put up on posters. The QR code was wrong. Whoever made the fucking QR code, it didn't work. So they were like, oh yeah, our QR code to sell tickets for the weekend, this was wrong. So all of our posters and everything we put out throughout the town and everywhere didn't work. I was like, are you fucking serious? They're like, yeah. Okay. So we don't have a second show Friday because nobody shows up. First show we have, and it was just a weird show. Like whenever a show is small, you want everybody to sit up front so that you can talk to them. Because if you have 20 people in a place that sits 150 to 200, it's fucking weird. You know what I mean? If you got that small of a crowd and they're all sitting in the middle to the back, it's just to sit there and try to tell jokes for an hour straight. It's not conducive to a good show. So I was like, man, just next time, just move them up. Okay. Just move them up. It's funny, Cisco. What up, Alec? Good to see you, brother. So, but yeah, it was just like the first show was just a struggle. They were nice, but it was like, ugh. Second show, I'm in the back. Oh, well, first show I should tell you, the MC was his first time hosting, I believe. Nice guy. I think his name is Leo. Nice guy, but he just raw and new. He goes up and does about 10 or 15 minutes, doesn't do well, he bombs. And then Devon, who had given me a ride, we were hanging out all weekend. I was like, man, just go do some time if you want to do some time. So Devon goes up, does about 10 minutes, does a great job. He crushes, gets the crowd back, gets some energy going. It's like, fuck yeah, this is what a pro does. All right, now I can go in and do my hour. We're good, even though it's 20 people. Well, the MC goes back up and does another 10 to 15 and bombs. I'm like, bro, why the fuck would you don't do that. You just, in this business, you just don't do that as an MC, especially if you bombed your first time up. You don't get to go up and cherry pick off the feature who got the crowd, who did your job for you, got the crowd hyped and back and ready for the headliner to serve them up because that was your job, was to serve you. And then you go and shit on it again. Well, that's what he did. I was like, man, if you don't get your ass off the stage. He tried to do a Charlie Kirk joke. I was like, bro, I swear to God, I will shoot you in the neck if you don't get the fuck off the stage, man. Come on. What are we doing? So he finally gets done. And then I do the show. And it was just a weird night, right? And I was like, well, tomorrow has to be better. Saturday, it's got to be better. Well, guess who forgot the fight was Saturday? Guess who forgot Notre Dame played A&M in South Bend, Indiana? Bro, when I tell you everything was stacked against me for nobody to come to these fucking shows, early show was the Notre Dame game. Late show Saturday was the fights. So I was like, Jesus Christ, nobody's coming to these shows. And sure as shit, nope. I mean, we had 6 people in the second show. That's always fun. They were great. At one point, I'm just like, hey, man, 6 or 600, I'm going to give y'all the best show I can give you. And they were like, hell yeah. So I was doing my thing, you know what I mean? I'm telling jokes and involving them in the process. And there was this other table that was just kind of like, they just kind of moseyed on up and started listening. And then about 2/3 of the way through, this one guy that had been sitting at the bar all night just comes up and starts talking to him loud in the middle of the set. I mean, there's only fucking 9 people in the crowd now. I can hear you. You know what I mean? It's not like you're being quiet in the back. It's right fucking there. And he starts talking really loud. And these 6 people, I'm trying to do my set and they're trying to listen. And it's very distracting because he's drunk. And so finally I just like, hey man, hey bro, hey. Can you just go back to the bar and let me finish this show? And then you can come back and talk when I'm done. I mean, I'm trying to give these 6 people who paid for a show, a comedy show that they paid to see. But you're over here talking and yapping and it's distracting to them. He goes, well, I'm waiting on a joke. I was like, bro, I've been doing this 13 years. You're not the first dumb motherfucker to say that. If you think that was original, take your stupid ass back to the bar and go write something else. That was not original. And they just sat there and everybody else was like, oh. And of the 6 people that had originally showed up, 3 of them were like kids. And I mean kids, 21. Because one of them worked at my hotel. And he had seen me, and I guess he had seen that I was like, I guess my ad on Facebook. I don't know what he saw. Oh, no, I think one of the managers told him or something. But he was like, yo, so he went to my Instagram, and they started looking at videos. And he was like, I want to go see this dude. He's funny. So they came to the show. And so when that dude did that, I was like, man, just go back to the bar, bro. Just let me finish. And the dude goes, yeah, fuck you, man. He's funny. I was like, bro, thank you, man. I don't think I've ever had an audience member actually like stand up for me in the middle of a heckle, man. I appreciate that. He's like, man, fuck that dude, bro. You're hilarious. I was like, thank you. He was like, bro, get out of here. Then they all just started like yelling at the dude. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I don't even have to say anything. I'll just let the crowd yell at this guy until he goes the fuck away. So early show was kind of similar. It was a lot of couples, older couples. And right smack dab in the middle was a guy and his friend. And she swears they weren't together. And I don't blame her. But there's always these, not always, but there's guys at shows and gals who always try to make the show about them. You know what I mean? Like they'll talk, they won't stop talking, they interrupt, they try to make funny comments, and if you feed into it at all, it only gets worse. Well, Devon was emceeing the second show because she told Leo not to come back after the first night. And so Devon was emceeing the second show, and he's struggling. And it's just because the crowd's just not a good crowd. But he makes a mistake of talking to this dude, and now the dude won't shut the fuck up. Devon's trying to do this bit where he sings, and the dude is like, you know, he was like, all right, y'all help me out with the music. And this dude is like singing. He's like being overly loud and like, you know, disruptive. And Devon was like, hey man, just never mind, but just stop, bro. And it was real annoying. And then the feature goes up, same thing. He's trying to do his set. The guy is talking and interrupting and being loud, and he's trying to address it, but you know, he won't stop, right? So I was like, this is going to be a problem because I have an hour that I have to fill with this guy. And I've done this 1,000 times where I'm like, okay, I have to address this up front and I got to solve this because I got an hour to do. And I'm not going to sit here and fight with this dude for a fucking hour. Just, trying to get jokes out while he talks over me or finishes my punchlines or tries to or whatever. So I go on stage and they introduce me. Y'all give it up for Barry Laminack. I walk up and I can hear him yelling, Barry Lemonade! Barry Lemonade! Love you, CC. He's like, Barry Lemonade! And he says it like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, hey, what's up, y'all, man? He goes, Barry Lemonade! I was like, all right, bro, we heard you. It wasn't funny the first 6 times. Just, calm down, man. Calm down. He goes, I'm sorry, Barry Lemonade. And I knew right then that I was like, okay, I've got to handle this. And I made a business decision. I was like, I can't. He was that dude that some people in the crowd you can reason with and be like, hey, man, you're just being disruptive. Could you just tone it down and, not do that anymore? And they're like, oh, my bad. I didn't know. I'm sorry. This was not that dude. He knew what he was doing. He wanted the attention. So he goes, Barry Lemonade. And he had said it now like 5 or 6 times. And I said, man, don't call me out of my fucking name again. I'm a grown ass man. Don't call me out of my fucking name again. You got it? You got it? I don't know. I said, what's your fucking name, man? What's your name? He goes, Craig. I said, Craig, my name is Barry Laminack. Don't call me out of my fucking name again. We good? And it got real fucking quiet. And Craig stood up. And I was like, oh, are we doing this, Craig? And I thought, bitch, I've come, you don't even know the weekend I'm having, bro. I swear to God, I flew Frontier. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose, bro. I flew Frontier. I'm lucky my shoulders and elbows made it. Raggedy bitch. What up, Michael? I was like, Craig, this is not the fucking time, bro. You sit your ass down. Either sit the fuck down or get the fuck out. You got 2 choices, Craig. Sit the fuck down or get the fuck out. But you are making a big mistake, Craig. A big goddamn mistake. He was like, well, I was like, why the fuck you getting aggressive, Craig? You've been sitting here talking this whole time and interrupting all these people who paid for a show. Nobody paid to see you act like a fucking asshole, bro. Everybody paid for a comedy show, and Craig had to come and make it about Craig, man. Just sit down and shut the fuck up and enjoy the show or get the fuck out. And he sat down, and everybody's like, yeah. And I was like, whew, because that could go either way. That can go either way. And I was like, man, Craig, it ain't got to be like that, bro. I want you to enjoy the show, but you ain't got to be aggressive. He goes, honestly, I'm not really aggressive like that. I don't know why I stood up. I just started laughing. I was like, well, what the fuck are you doing, Craig? He goes, I don't know, man. I don't fight. I don't know what that was. And I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, Craig was feeling himself. He's like, I'll fuck you up. You will? Nope. No, I won't. I don't know how to fight. I don't know why I stood up. Let me just sit the fuck down. I almost got my ass whooped. Like, you can just tell that's what was going through his head. He was just like, I'm not really aggressive like that. I don't know why I stood up. I was like, well, man, Craig, what the fuck is happening, bro? He goes, I don't know, man. I don't know. You can just tell, man. He didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, Craig, you going through it or what? He goes, no. No. I was like, Craig, it takes a big man to admit that he fucked up. Come here, man. Come give me a hug. We're good. And he walked up the stage. I gave him a hug. I was like, now go sit down and shut the fuck up, Craig. He goes, okay. And he went and he sat down and he shut the fuck up and everything was great. And he really did. He never called me out of my name again. He never really talked again. A little bit, but not much. But I was like, Craig, you have bogarted this whole show, man. You have made this whole show about you. So now what I had to do because of that is I had to go like around to each table and talk to every couple. Where are you guys from? What do y'all do? How'd y'all meet? Because that's one way to kind of tip the scale, the balance. Because you got to remember, the host did 15, the feature did 30. That's 45, and I'm probably about 10 in as this happens. So we're now about 55 minutes into a 90-minute show. So I'm like, this has all been about Craig and Scream. And so I'm like, they are probably like, ugh. And it's their first show at this venue. It's first weekend. So I'm like, I can't let them leave thinking this is how comedy is or how it's going to be here. So the best thing you could do is just go around and talk to everybody. Give them their moment to shine. You know what I mean? It's kind of hacky. Be like, how'd you guys meet? But that's what was called for in this moment was like, hey, man, you know, what y'all say? How'd you guys, what's going on, man? And it was some interesting stories. One guy was like, well, we met in high school and then we broke up and then we got back together later. And I was like, why'd y'all break up? He was like, I cheated on her. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. So, but I had to give everybody their moment. And then at one point, Craig just got up and walked away and went and sat at the bar and talked to the feature. And the feature was like, I was just trying to keep him there. But it tells you something about the psyche of a person. Because Craig couldn't be the center of attention anymore, to him, the show sucked now. That's exactly what it was. Is Craig was like, this sucks. This isn't about me anymore. I don't want to watch this. And so he just got up and he went to the bar, which was fine with me. I don't want you to fucking sit here. Like, go. But this is comedy in 2025. Legitimately. This is comedy in 2025. And I want you to think about something just from a comedian's perspective. You wouldn't go to a concert and somebody wouldn't get on stage and start trying to play guitar with the band or grab the mic and start singing. But at a comedy show, that's essentially what happens is they try to inject themselves into the show. Now, people will sing from the crowd and, you know, make a request, but they don't try to make themselves a part of the show. But in 2025, in the comedy business, this is what we're dealing with if you're in a small venue or small town. And I don't even want to say if you're not famous, because I've been on shows with famous people and watched the same thing happen. So it has nothing to do with how big or not big the comic is. It has to do with the fact that audiences are assholes now. It's crazy. But lesson learned, if you can't fight, don't stand up. Like, he goes, I don't know, man. I'm not aggressive. I don't know why I did that. I was like, what the fuck? I've never had anybody mid bow up be like, I don't know why I'm doing this, bro. I'm not aggressive. I don't even know how to fight. Well, sit your bitch ass down, Craig. Jesus Christ, man. Trying to think if that was, I think that was it. Yeah, that's pretty much all the exciting shit that happened. Yeah, and then I had a 4:30 flight that I had to get up at 3 o'clock for. So I got like 2 hours of sleep. So that was fun. All in all, the people there at the club and stuff are cool, but that was a hell trip. That was a hell trip. Yeah, Big Stout said that was enough for one weekend. Bro, tell me. It was plenty of enough. Fuck. I was just like, yeah, take me home. I'm done. This is too much. All I had to look forward to was a flight back on Frontier. I was like, man, fuck these hoes too. So, all right. Let's talk a little college foosball. Now that I got the road stories out of the way, let's talk a little college foosball. We need to get into $80 pre-boarding fee. Sorry, sir, you got an $80 sit in the vicinity fee. What? That's right. If you want to sit here for free, you got to go sit on the other end of the airport. And when we call your zone, run, bitch. What the fuck? Reboarding fee. That's hilarious. Yeah, let's talk a little college because I wanted to look at CFP Bubble Watch. Are we really doing a Bubble Watch in week 2? Fuck you, ESPN. Get a life. Good Lord. Bubble Watch already? Oh my God. I did want to look at the rankings and the scores from the weekend. Yeah, Behan and Go Cougs. Alex Villanueva said U of A should be ranked number 1. Did they even... They didn't even crack the top 25, bro. They didn't even get votes. But you got to remember, too, man, Colorado's not good. Big Stout, I told you the Packers are real, but I'm getting ahead of the topics. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. Justin said go Tigers. I like watching Jimmy Carr go after the guys that interrupt him. Oh, that's so much fun, Robert. Jimmy Carr is the best at that. Yeah, he's amazing at that. So let's talk about these rankings and these scores from over the weekend. Some good football games being played in college football. I would say really you had ranked matchups this time around. Let's see. Top 25 wise. You had probably the biggest one was Notre Dame A&M. That was the biggest one from the weekend. And this is not a game that A&M normally wins. This is not a game that A&M pulls off. I'm not going to get my hopes up for this team. I am not going to get excited for this team because I have seen this song and dance a million times. We talk about it every single year. I tell you about when the collapse will happen, and I'm usually right. But right now, A&M has beat UTSA, Utah State, and Notre Dame. They've put up 42, 44, and 41 in all 3 games. But now they face Auburn and then Mississippi State, Florida, and Arkansas. Then they have LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, Samford, and then Texas. Well, let me explain how this is going to go just so you guys will know. That's right, Mimi. You know it's coming. Right in here between Mississippi State and Arkansas is when they'll lose their first game. Yep. That's when it will happen. So they'll beat Auburn. It will be Mississippi State, Florida. Oh, actually, you know what? I apologize. No, they won't. Nope. They will lose to Auburn because this is what A&M does. They get a big signature win. They come up with a huge, I haven't beat a top 10 team on the road. So that's what they did. They went on the road into South Bend and they beat Notre Dame. Last second, heroic, crazy game. They will come out and lose by 2 touchdowns to Auburn at home. This is the Aggie way. I have been watching this my entire life. And if it don't happen then, it's going to happen between Mississippi State and Arkansas. So over the next 4 games, the letdown will occur. Then what will happen is they will either beat LSU or Texas and make themselves look like they have a chance at some redemption. But they won't. They will finish in the bottom of the top 25. They'll play in the fucking Poolin' Weed Eater Bowl or some horse shit because they will probably drop one of those 2 to LSU and Texas. They'll lose to Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, or Arkansas, one of those. And chances are they lose to South Carolina. And, well, that's at home, so maybe not. So maybe, you know what? What they'll probably do is go back-to-back right here losses. LSU and Missouri. On the road. They go Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, all on the road. That could be the 3 losses. And then they'll beat South Carolina. They'll beat Samford. And they might beat Texas. They might not. Just based off of that. But that's about how this is going to go. Count on 3, maybe 4 losses. They might beat either LSU or Texas, but not both. But this is not a crazy schedule either. This is a team that should make the playoffs. But Flip says signature is Notre Dame. Mateo's girlfriend had a better Flip, did you type this with your fucking foot, bro? I know what you're trying to say. Alex and my son's school got paid $500K to get their ass kicked by Nebraska. Yeah. A&M will struggle against Auburn, but after Florida, I think they could lose another 3 games. It's pretty much what I said, Chewy. A&M versus A&M of the North. Buried hatchet to grind grudge. UT lost to the only ranked team they played and beat some nobodies. A&M beats 8 and is undefeated. Why is UT ranked ahead of A&M? It's a great question. That's why I wanted to look at the poll, right? So if you look at some of these scores, Ohio State routed Ohio, but it was close for like a bit. Penn State won, no problems. LSU struggled against Florida. But Florida's good, but they're not even ranked, and LSU struggled a little bit. Offensively, not great. Not a great outing, but obviously LSU's defense came to play. Oregon won pretty handily. Miami put a whooping on South Florida. Georgia, Tennessee, I didn't get to watch this, but that looked like it was going to be a good game. 44-41, Georgia wins in OT. Texas wins 27-10, but Arch Manning gets booed in the process. Arch Manning getting booed. You know, in times past, I might have said, man, don't boo the kid. Like, he's just, bro, you're getting paid now. Fuck it. You're getting paid. You deserve to get booed. All of these cats now can get it. All right? That whole, they're just kids. Fuck them. They're adults. They're getting a lot of money to play football now for these schools. Fuck them. They can get booed. They can catch these boos. Period. When you're supposed to be the second coming, at Texas, and you play like ass, you're going to get booed, and you deserve it. Yeah, Arch is a one-star kid, too. Exactly. Illinois won 38-0. Vanderbilt beating South Carolina 31-7 is crazy. Crazy. Because South Carolina was looking good. Then Georgia Tech beating Clemson. Dabo Swinney is just beside himself. Well, we just lost on the last play of the game by 2. That's 2 now. Yeah, you lost. You can't finish. Oklahoma beats Temple. Iowa State beats Arkansas. Iowa State beats Arkansas State. Ole Miss beats Arkansas. Bama beats Whiskey. Utah beat Wyoming. Tech beat Oregon State. Michigan beat Central Michigan. Auburn beat South Alabama. And Missouri beat Louisiana. Now, so you see that, and let's take a look at the rankings. Right now, you've got Ohio State 1, Penn State 2, LSU 3. I don't know how LSU doesn't fall after barely beating Florida 20-10. Miami puts an ass whooping on the number 18 team in the country, according to the polls, 49-12, and they only move up one spot. To me, Miami should be 3 at the very least. I'd probably put Georgia ahead of LSU right now as well. Oregon got a first place vote, which is wild, and fell 2 spots. That's interesting. But LSU should have fallen. Florida State moves up 3 spots to number 7, excuse me. Did they play? Let's see. No, they didn't play. Yeah, they were off. And they still moved up 3 spots. Texas wins and falls a spot. Texas is 2-1 and still ahead of 5 undefeated teams. Now, of those undefeated teams that they're ahead of, and I'm not going to start counting Utah and shit like that yet. But Texas being ahead of Illinois, A&M, OU, Iowa State, Ole Miss, and look. That is, I'm sorry. I don't think Texas deserves to be 8 right now. Arch Manning is playing like trash. A&M just beat the number 8 team in the country. How are they not the number 8 team in the country? They went toe-to-toe with them. They went score for score with them. They basically proved, look, we're just as good as that team that you thought was the 8th best team. And we're 1 point better. How do you not make A&M the 8th best team in the country? Texas should, at the very least, not be in the top 10. With 1 loss, there should not be right now, there should not be a 1-loss team in the top 10. This far into the season now. Now we're kind of figuring out who's who and what's what. And because we're getting there, I would have no problem in saying A&M 8, Illinois 9, OU 10, Texas 11, Iowa State 12, Ole Miss 13. Slide. That would make sense to me. I mean, that would make sense to me. And if you wanted to put Illinois ahead of A&M, let's see, who have they beaten? Nobody. No. They have no signature wins. They haven't beaten anybody. So, no. I don't know how you're doing that. But there they are. All A&M has done is put up 44 every game, including against the number 8 team in the country. So, I mean, now granted, you can see here, 10 points is all that separates 8 from 10. It's not a lot, but still. It's crazy that Texas is that high. It's just crazy. It's also crazy that Oregon got a first place vote. Come on, what are we doing? The rest of your top 25 looks like this. So once we get out of the 10, OU, Iowa State, Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee, Utah, Texas Tech, Georgia Tech, who jumped in after their win over Clemson. They were not ranked before. Indiana, Vanderbilt. Vandy jumps in after not being ranked. Michigan moves up. Auburn and Missouri move up. Notre Dame falls. How is Notre Dame still in the top 25? This is that East Coast media bullshit. That's what this is. This is that, hey, we get a vote. Well, can't vote against Jesus. Yes, you can. Jesus' football team sucks ass right now. Those 207 points, fuck that. You want to give it to somebody that's worthy of seeing Jesus? Give it to BYU. Shit. That's ridiculous. 0-2 Notre Dame is 24. How, Sway? How? They're ahead of an undefeated USC team. Who has USC played? Probably nobody, and that's okay. At least they haven't lost to nobody. Yeah, nobody. Fine. But then the argument is, well, Notre Dame has lost to Miami. It was close. And they were 10. And A&M was 16 and it was close. They're still losing. This is just like what happened to Florida State last year. Or Florida. They're not that good. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Good losses are losses. There's no such thing. I mean, there is, but there's not. Not in this case. No. I don't want to hear it. There's no way they should be in the top 25. Absolutely no way. If I'm BYU or, South Florida, I'm pissed. But I think part of the discussion becomes, look, if Notre Dame played BYU, who would win? Probably Notre Dame. If they played South Florida, who would win? Probably Notre Dame. If they played USC or Missouri even, who would? Okay. So, I mean, I get that. But you know what? Go earn it. Go earn it. Like, Missouri, they won all 3 of their games. They started out ranked low. They haven't lost. They've won 61-6, 42-31, and 52-10. They're doing their job. They don't get tested until mid-October against Alabama, but then they have 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row against ranked opponents. 2 in the top 15, 2 in the top 20. Top 25. And still have OU left, who's ranked. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ranked opponents left. So we'll find out who Missouri is, for example. And Notre Dame's schedule gets a lot easier. That's what's crazy. And that's really all this is that's the media keeping them in it. If Notre Dame doesn't fall out of the top 25 and you leave them there, now look at their schedule. Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, North Carolina State. Their only ranked opponent left is USC at 25. I mean, that's a cakewalk now. That's a cakewalk. And by the time they get to USC, chances are USC might not be ranked. USC has to play Illinois and Michigan before they get to Notre Dame. Guess what, kids? USC ain't going to be ranked. So Notre Dame probably not playing another ranked opponent this season. Unless somebody stinks in like Arkansas or So what you're seeing is East Coast bullshit. East Coast media horseshit. Well, let's keep them in. And then that way, it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It's gross. But that Aggie game was pretty crazy. I'm not calling it the Notre Dame game. That was the Aggie game. They won on the road. Pretty crazy. U of H looked good. Dion at halftime calls his defense hot garbage. Dion, how would you assess your defense right now? Hot garbage. Like, what the fuck? Hot garbage. And they were. He ain't lying. They look like trash. They're playing like trash. I don't know what is happening in Colorado, but you know, the magic is gone. But you lose a Heisman Trophy candidate and an NFL draft pick, things change rapidly. So Dion's got a great coaching staff, but they ain't miracle workers. That's for sure. But U of H look good. U of H look good. We'll see how long it takes them to get some respect. But they look good. Somebody said they thought they saw U of H with a 25 next to them. No. That might have been attendance. Okay. All right. That's not okay. Wegman looks good. Transfer from A&M. Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he really does. He really does. Behan said it was actually packed. I kid. You know, Jenny's mom would slap the shit out of me if she heard me talking about U of H. I kid. It's jokes. Total Dallas is right, though. This is the only reason they keep Notre Dame relevant. So NBC can make their money. Fuck Notre Dame. Fuck NBC. Fuck Frontier Airlines. Fuck Craig. Ugh. All right. Real quick like. Right fast. Right fast. Right fast. Oh no. Oh no, baby. We got to do some birthday shots. Anybody want to do some birthday shots with me? We got to do some birthday shots. And I also I want to say shout out to Donna, to Sylvia, and to Total Dallas for their Thankful Thursdays while I was gone. They were still kind enough to send in Thankful Thursdays just in support of the show. This is not a requirement. You guys do this, and I just want you to know that it's appreciated, and I thank you for it. It is not expected. It is not required, but it is certainly appreciated, and I wanted to read the notices. Where did they go? Oh, there it is. Sweet Donna said, happy Thankful Thursday. Donna, thank you for the $10 Thankful Thursday. Sylvia said, happy BOD Thankful Thursday. And Tola Dallas sent in a Thankful Thursday and said, thankful Thursday, safe travels on the Chitterling circuit, or should we say the sous vide circuit? He was asking me for something when I posted my September schedule. Somebody goes, this looks like the white. Oh, my old barber, J-Ro. He put, this looks like the white version of the Chitterling circuit. I was like, accurate. And told Dallas, was like, I need a white food. What would the white Chitterling circuit be? I was like, I don't know, man. Like the mayonnaise circuit? I don't know. The broccoli circuit? I don't know. What would it be? Nothing spicy. It would be nothing spicy. I don't know. All right, let's do some birthdays, man. Let's get these birthdays in. $25 on the dresser. Yes, sir. And fuck Kurt Lowe. Yes. Joe Pro said, Barry, how's Jennia's mom? She's good. We were supposed to do the show yesterday, but I ended up not doing it and lost. I mean, we wouldn't have done it anyways because I lost the fucking internet here at the house. Irish the droid said, I think it's Notre Dame and Wyoming schedules are comparable, but only one of them is ranked. Oh, is that true? That's hilarious. I need to see that. Let me pull up Wyoming. That wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. Oh my God. Jamal. The granola circuit? Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. That is amazing. The granola circuit. Oh, that is so great. Oh, Irish the Droid said they aren't playing anyone notable. I thought you meant the fact that they are who they've played already. But one is ranked and one isn't. And then you've got that Notre Dame, well, we're independent. Well, bitch, join a league. As AJ used to say, if you're scared by a dog, why the fuck do you need to be an independent? We're independent. So? That's stupid. You shouldn't be independent. Join a league. You ain't special. You ain't better than nobody. Get into a damn league. Even join the Pac-2. Shit. It's so dumb, man. But we want to keep our independence. Man, even Jesus had 12 disciples. Man, get into the Pac-12. Then that would make sense. I mean, there's not 12, but do you know what I'm saying? The Big 12, something. Let's see. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Duplicate. All right. Notre Dame. Shedge. Here we go. All conferences. I was looking for Wyoming sketch. Where them Cowboys at? Oh, man. What the hell conference is Wyoming in again? They're in like the... there we go. Yeah, Wyoming is lost to Utah. Wyoming has 2 wins, though. Yeah, Mountain West. They got 2 wins. Akron and whoever. But they've lost to Utah. But yeah, they don't play shit after this. No ranked opponents. Crazy. Man, that's wild. 'Tis wild. Some of these schedules, man, you just look at it and go, what are you doing? What's the point? This is why I keep saying, I think we're going to end up down to a college football structure similar to the NFL. All right, let's do birthdays. 5 o'clock. Yeah, let's do birthdays, and we'll get out of here in just a minute. No update yet on Yordan Alvarez. Going to get an MRI on on the left ankle injury. So that's that. Astros beat the Rangers despite all the injuries. But I don't know if that's going to be sustainable. I'll tell you that. That is a sinking ship. It feels like. I have very, very little hope for this team making the playoffs, much less doing anything, even with a good pitching staff. They're out of players. When you look at the injury reports and everything, geez. So significant sprain, out a while, is Yordan. Great. A while. So he probably won't be back in time for the playoffs. They would have to make like the ALCS for him to be back. Joe Espada said this is going to keep him out for a while. Let's not get into days, weeks, any of that. We're going to take one day at a time, but this is going to take us some time to heal. Wonderful. Wonderful. Man. What a shit show. He ran through the stop sign. Jeez. In today's world, Wyoming would be in the Big East. Ain't that the truth? That is so true. All right, let's do, let's do some birthdays. Let's get these in. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, baby. As always, we do shout outs for our Patreon members. Thanking them for being Patreon members and supporting the show. So, if you are a Patreon member and you have not, I repeat, have not given Jen your birthday, you need to get on that. You need to do that because that's the only way that I'll know about your birthday. So, patreon.com/Barry on Deck is the Patreon. Email Jen at barryondeck.com. And that will get it into Jen. You can just send her your birthday. All right. But my guy, is he still here? Did he leave? He's probably gone. Is Tony's raggedy ass here? Tony, if you are here, you handsome son of a gun, you. I hope you have a fantastic day today. Out there doing all kinds of handsome shit. I don't know. I met Tony, man. God. I met Tony 2010? No, before that. God, it was like 2004 or some shit. I've probably known Tony almost 20 years now, I'm guessing. Tony and I met back in the 1560 days. That's how long I've known Tony. He said, it's my birthday. What the fuck? That's what I have. I have 9/16, Tony. Is it not your birthday? Because I'll shut the shit off. I'll turn it off right now. You know what, you raggedy bitch? Fine then. If it's not your birthday, well, you go fuck yourself. Let's all wish Mo a happy birthday, everybody. Fuck Tony. That's what I thought. Tony, happy birthday to you, big dog. For real. Appreciate you being 47. Man, you don't look a day over 50, bro. Good for you. Happy birthday to you, man. For real. I hope you have a great day. Do you have plans for tonight? You gonna go do anything? You going out to eat? You going to Chippendales? Anything big? Joe Ross I seriously thought Barry's gonna say I met Tony back in the 1500s. Y'all old as fuck. Shut up. I'm not that old. Tony's I'm gonna go work out and then sleep. You are old. That is the lamest shit I've ever heard, Tony. Like, so lame. But if that's what makes you happy, brother, you do it. All right. Cheers to you, man. Also, shout out to my guy Mo from Houston Family Nutrition, man. Mo doesn't come around, I was gonna say often, but really at all. But Mo followed over from ESPN 97.5 when I stopped working there. But he's been here ever since, man. He's been a Patreon member. I don't know if he forgot or if he just supports the show and supports me and supports the deckheads in the community. So either way, I would never forget Mo's birthday. So Mo, happy birthday to you, my friend. I hope things are going well if you happen to hear this. And cheers to you and much appreciated for continuing to support the show, brother. So happy birthday to you, Tony. Happy birthday to you, Mo. Hope you both get some roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into. I mean, I know what Tony's into. It's definitely butt stuff, but whatever. We listen and we don't judge. Cheers, fellas. Happy birthday. Oh, that was a lot. Why do I do this to me? Oh. All right. That's your birthdays. Happy birthday to you both. Okay. I think we got everything covered. So tomorrow we'll get into some NFL Week 2. We'll get into some fantasy updates for you. We'll look at the Pick'em contest. We'll talk Texans, but we'll definitely talk the whole Week 2 schedule. And then on Thursday, we'll look ahead to Week 3 in the NFL and Week 4 in college. Oh, it's also Mexican Independence Day? I didn't know that. I got to go wish Nora a happy Mexican Independence Day, just like Cisco posted earlier. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean, man? Big Stout knew. All right. So, I feel like I missed a lot of chats, but I tried. Aaron Jones out for at least 4 weeks. Are you Jesus Christ? My whole every team I have is a mash unit. It is. This is just crazy. Bro, this. Oh, that's on my other. My God. This one team. You want to hear my team? On one team, this team, I paid to join this league. I never pay. But the club manager at the Punchline asked me if I wanted to join. This is my team. Quarterback, Joe Burrow. Yeah. Running back, Aaron Jones. I also have Xavier Worthy on my team. Yeah, that's fun. Who else? I know somebody else is hurt. Where is it? Jaden Reed. Yeah. Burrow, Jones, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy. Now, of course, I have other players. That's not like my only receipt, but god damn, man. I give up. I mean, I have Derrick Henry. Thanks for the 1.3 points, Derrick Henry. Dude scored 1.3 points. What the fuck? This whole team can eat my entire ass. This is crazy. Joe Burrow had 8 points. Derrick Henry had 1.3. Aaron Jones had 2.3. Oh my God. Zach Charbonneau had a point. God damn. I'm never playing a paid league ever again. I hate it here. Let me off. Thanks for bringing it up, Ivan, you fuckface. Both of my fan teams have made me want to jump off a building. Hey, what up, Jim? Good to see you, brother. All right, tomorrow we will talk NFL Week 2. We'll do some fantasy updates. We'll do some other shit, I'm sure. There's some other topics that I had found that I wanted to get to. I got you, Big Stout. We're going to get into it tomorrow. Hey, listen. I don't disagree with you, man. I picked them to win the division over the Lions. I have it right here. I wrote it down. Fam, I wrote it down. I did the... What was the... That's what it was? Ah, shit. Damn it. I think I threw it away. Anyway, it's recorded. God, my desk is a mess. Aha! Right there. See what that says? Green Bay 14-3. Detroit 12-5. You heard it here first. Or second, whatever. That's what I said. I believe in it. Told Al says Truman has the same luck as Sports Illustrated cover of a Madden cover. Ain't that the truth? Tony said Packers, Texans in the Super Bowl. Have you watched the Texans? I have so many thoughts on the Texans that I'll give you tomorrow. You may not like some of the things I'm going to say, but it needs to be said. Okay? Needs to be said. All right. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry I didn't do a show yesterday, but I'm glad that the website was up and running. Thank you to Mimi for placing an order on the website. If you guys want to do so, I'm going to put it in there one more time. It's onestarkids.com if you want to place an order and support. For those of you that are not members of Patreon, you can get 20% off your order just by typing in Deckhead20 at checkout, and that'll get you 20% off your order just for being deckheads and watching the show. All right, and all right, till I see you tomorrow, do me 3 favors: be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. And I will see you guys mañana. Bye, everybody. And he's making a YouTube video.